I'm back. I'm back. I'm back in the game. So I think my hero of the week got to be my little man. Avery turned 4 last
Hey,
week. So big ups to my little guy. He is golly, man, it's crazy, right? Like I think so he turned 4 last week. He got that pre-K lottery. So he'll be going to pre-K next year.
that's what's up.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. So like just little man is and then you see the kids, right? Like you see him, like y'all came out this weekend. We got to see Coop and Ram Dollar. And so you see them, you see the babies growing up right in front of you, man. And it's like shit. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, man, the little guy, 4 years old. I it's Facebook had you remembering, hearkening back to the good old days and when they were born. And it's crazy to think about like I have a 9-year-old who will be 10 soon and a 4-year-old. So but
Yeah, man.
Avery's the hero of the week, man. Avery's the hero of the week.
See, I think about time flying every time I see Zay. Like, I'm like, you out here. Like, you
Out
for
here.
real out here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the day Zay pulls up in a car or something, I'm going to be like, what? I don't understand what's going on. Right?
No, I mean it's funny because and it's interesting, so like I talk about Tasha's kids a lot, but I've known Tasha's oldest son since he was probably Avery's age.
Mm.
Right. And so
Yeah.
you see, and so now he's a sophomore in high school, and you're like, fuck, where does the time go? And you just watch all of our kids grow, and it's just like, yo, like, wait, stop, pause. Hey, it's not even be kind, rewind, right? It's like,
Right.
it's too much. Like if Candace said, if you go back and if somebody has one of our wedding pictures, like Tasha's oldest son is the only baby at our wedding.
Yeah.
And it's just like, stop, like, hey, I am not prepared for this.
I gotta say, Kenny's second son. So his first son, I ain't even gonna talk about. Keith is like a whole adult out here. He's like 18, walking around.
Man.
Like graduated high school, everything. And I'm like, no, not possible. But Adrian, you talk about wedding pictures. Adrian and my goddaughter, Bailey, were our ring bearer and flower girl, right? And they were tiny bits, right? Now they're like Adrian is getting ready to go to high school, and I'm like, he's tall, he's playing ball and stuff, and I'm just like I don't like, where did this happen? How did this happen? And it's freaking me out because I understand that at some point it'll be my kids, and I'm like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Yeah. And I think that's more of it, right? I think it's on some level, it's easier to rationalize it happening to other people's kids, but my kids don't grow old, right? Like, it's like your kids are like, nah, they ain't growing up. Like, they the same today as they were yesterday.
Yeah.
But it's that forced. I saw a homie of mine, he had a son while we were in college. And so like, Candace knows him, and like he would throw a house party in college, and like the baby would be in the other room, right? Like, it's like, hey, don't go in that room right there, because that's where the baby is, right? And so and he just graduated from high school, going to college now, and it's just like,
it's just a trip. It's just a trip. It is a whole trip. I don't know, man.
It's funny. I mean, it's a good and a bad thing. I mean, like we
Yeah,
age. Hopefully, we age gracefully. Um,
you know, I hope so too. It's kind of crazy.
so yeah, hopefully we age gracefully.
Who's
Uh,
your who's your villain?
Ron DeSantis. I think I'm tired of him. It's funny. Maybe he's my villain, but I'm gonna laugh at him too because he hasn't even officially launched his presidency yet, and people are like, maybe we're gonna back away from this dude. So I'm just like, it's the struggle. It's him being governor and turning the state of Florida into this culture war incubator, right? It's like, hey, we did a 15-week abortion ban. Ooh, look at us. That's exciting. Oh, now we're in the dead of night. We're gonna sign a 6-week abortion ban. Oh, we're gonna pick this fight with Disney, and we're gonna maybe like today. He's like, maybe we'll build an amusement park right next to Disney World, so that they have competition, or maybe we'll build a federal prison right there. Like, why the fuck do you like? Why do we have to play
I just don't understand.
people's lives like this? Like
I
it's
guess
a thing.
my concern for Florida is that for a state that's concerned about taxpayer dollars, this seemed like a waste of space a little bit, right? Like, what is this dude doing? Other
because
than coming up with like crazy policies, is like this what you're spending your time on, man?
because it's not about like they will justify the money spend because it's us owning the libs or us being anti-woke. Then it's like, yo, like
Have
we
fun
don't
with
want
that.
we don't want you to say anything about Black history in school. That's illegal and a crime to teach that. Like Missouri right now is considering defunding all of their libraries because their library system sued them in the state in court and was like, no, you can't ban books because that's infringing on people's First Amendment. So in response, the legislature in Missouri is like, cool, we'll just defund you. And it's like,
Which is like
how is this like one, how is this rational? And then two,
it's
like
not rational. It's not rational at
if
all.
you're a citizen that's living there, like how are you just riding and saying, yeah, that makes perfect sense. They're gonna ride with my vote next time around. Like it's idiotic and it's dumb. And if any one of those people earns your vote after the antics that they've pulled in any of these states, you're an idiot and you get what you deserve.
Now, I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in mine because I think mine follows right on the heels
Go
of
for it.
yours. My villain of the week is the state of Louisiana. Why, do you ask? Because the state of Louisiana is is debating a bill that would make it illegal to teach racism,
Yeah,
not
I saw that.
critical race theory. It would say its language says something to the effect of racism, racial history, the history of racism in our country is so traumatic that no one should be taught racism about racism in school because it's too traumatic, right? I do not understand the logic behind this, right? Especially for the Republican Party that also would love to take points on Abraham Lincoln being a Republican and doing the Emancipation Proclamation, right? But
It's
apparently it's a history that should not be taught. This is crazy.
it's
Like this
crazy.
is like this is heading down the railway fast, right? Like what?
Yep.
So now in Louisiana, you don't want public institutions, public universities to teach racism.
Mm-hmm.
The idea, the concept. Do you know what kind of world we would live in if people woke up one day and was like, they said something mean about me, but I don't know what that's called because there's no word for it. It's no word for being treated differently based on the color of my skin. And it's just insane. I don't understand. How does someone even wake up and want to get rid of concepts, right? Like it's a concept, right? How does that even work in 2023?
You know exactly how it works. And
But
that's the suck part about it all.
these people in the same breath want to keep gun rights that are killing
Oh,
people all the time. Like I just don't get it. I don't get it anymore. Guns, guns are fine. Teach about guns, teach about gun rights, advocate for those things, but don't teach about racism. No, it's too
we can teach
traumatic.
about religion. We can do a whole lot. Like, and it's what's amazing to me is to watch the gymnastics that says it's okay to legislate women's bodies, but we can't legislate inanimate objects, right? Like we can say we want to
Right.
tell you, woman, what you are can and cannot do with your body, but we don't want to legislate guns because the Second Amendment is so important that we obviously can't touch anything that would infringe on our ability to have guns. But if it infringes on your ability to live,
I
women,
just
you can die.
I don't get it. I don't
Yeah.
get it anymore.
I mean, and the only recourse, honestly, is for people to vote against systems that they've always supported. Right now, you're asking for people in Tennessee, in Missouri, and Louisiana to say this person or these people are so extreme that we're going to vote them out of office, and it's not going to be good enough to not vote. You're asking people who have always voted Republican to now vote for the Democrat on the ticket, and that ain't gonna happen. And so, what sucks about all of this is if you're poor in these countries, you're stuck. If you're a person of any means, you can pretty much insulate yourself from stupid systems.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm
I
gonna
got
get off my horse. I'm getting off my horse. I'm
I
sorry.
got one more villain that's probably might take you there too.
All
I
right, no, I won't. I'm gonna stay quiet.
I have one more villain. My one more villain is the Tennessee House Republican.
Bam.
The leaked audio of them talking about the fallout of two House Republicans in Tennessee that didn't go along with the plan and tripping about being called racist. Right? They're like, we're not racist because we were voting out one white person, and then two people turned coat in the middle of the vote. And they're like, I don't want to know about any of that. I want to know why you changed your vote because now we look racist. And it's like, dude,
Tennessee, man. Tennessee.
Tennessee, I'm looking at you with all the side eyes right now. Like, what, right?
It's embarrassing, man. I mean,
It
that's
is.
the long and the short of it. It's embarrassing.
It is incredibly embarrassing. There are so many other villains I have, whether it's the Chinese secret police that just got arrested in America today, right? Yeah. or the dude from was it the National Guard that was leaking out secrets because of a video game challenge? Like, I'm done, y'all. I'm done.
It's hard out here, man.
It's hard out here for a simp. Like, I don't get it. I'm done. I'm ready to turn the page. Turning the page.